Welcome to low quality ADRUC tutorial vids. This is going to be for ledge cancel in order to get into the bowler for the heart piece. I'm going to start with an example and then I will go into detail on how to do it after. Okay. Oh, I didn't make a good save state. So, first of all, I want to make a note on the Deku scrubs. In order to get them to work consistently, you want them to load immediately, basically. You want to do the trick upon load. So, right now, or at least right now, they're not technically loaded, but once they are loaded, they're on like a 10 second? 5 second, a 5 second timer, and after that 5 second timer is up, the one on the right side, the one that we care about, specifically, will not necessarily shoot. He's probably going to just pretend Link doesn't exist, even though he gets activated. There's no aggro on him. So you need to make sure once they're loaded that you get up and do your jump slash and get in range of them within 5 seconds. And honestly, that's pretty easy. Like, it takes about 3.5, 4 seconds or so to get up there, typically, and at least up to the jump itself, I think. It's really easy, and then when you do that, it is typically pretty easy, and then it's not precise at all. You don't have to be worried about where exactly you land or anything like that. As long as you're close enough to a point, it's really not that precise. You just have to jump in the general direction, and you have to do it like as soon as they start loading. That said, if you really wanted to, you could backwalk, and that will delay the timer because they're not loaded yet. They're still cold. They're far behind the camera. And then once you turn around, then that timer starts, and then they'll still shoot. So that's the jank with the scrubs explained. It's not really positionally based as much as it is cycle timing based on whatever cycle they're on, whatever bizarre thing. As far as the rest of the setup, another quick note. If you wanted to, you could line up with that wall or keep your target on the load zone that's the same angle and make a sort of setup based on this if you really wanted to. I don't think it's valuable, but if you really wanted to, you could do something like this, and then they'll still shoot. The one that we care about will still shoot. Anyways, now for the next part of the setup. What I normally do is just kind of turn to the right, and then after I turn to the right, I curve Link's camera this way. You just have to be careful that the scrub on the right doesn't shoot yet. Essentially, we're trying to, in a way, store its shooting state so that he'll shoot by the time that we're over here. So he already shot, so this failed. You really want to do this movement relatively quick. By the time you get over here, he's cold, and you don't have to worry about him that much. So once you get over here, you want to target the wall that's right in front of me. You can see there's another wall over here. We don't care about this wall, we just care about targeting this wall here. That's probably very jarring to look at. The camera's not going to snap. Anyways, roll into position, and then from here you just want to shield turn down left. The bush can get in the way and make it so that you can't tell if you're targeting or not, but it should be fine. Alright, after this, it's time to talk about frame data. Oh, and for what I'm doing here, I'm doing what's called a quick draw. Just in case Foley doesn't know about this, shoutouts to Foley. He's going for the Hondo world record right now. So, right now I have sword out, but you can't really roll when that sword is out, obviously, so you want to get it out. You want to put it away, but you want to put it away as quickly as possible. So if you stand around and put it away, that wastes time because you're standing around doing nothing. Instead, what you can do is do a quick draw. So Pulling out other items will also put the sword away, and then you can roll with hook shot out or with a slingshot out. But in order to pull it out even faster, we do what we call a quick draw. So you want to target, then you want to press slingshot, and then shield right after, and then you'll get it in your hand, and then you can get into position even faster. Also be aware of neutral rules, very annoying, but this is Ocarina of Time. Alright, so once you're in this position here, you're going to shield turn down left, and then you're going to target and hold target. Alright, I wasn't paying attention, so I don't know what was going on there. I think I just messed around too much. Okay, so again. Now, you really do want to make sure that you're targeting one of these directions, like have the scrub to the side, and that'll make sure that the scrub is off camera. If you turn around entirely, completely, then scrub will probably get loaded. That's just how the call zone works. Now, as far as frame data, you want to hold target. That will make it so that the Deku nut can be visible, at least for the duration that you are paused. Now, the working frames are as follows. This is what I call frame 0. That's when you can see the Deku nut's bright side is on the left side when it's up and down and vertical like that. Nice. It doesn't even show up on camera. There. Now you can see it. That's up here. Can you even see my finger? Yeah, it's right there. So, right side is on the left. This is frame 0, what I call. Frame 0 does not work. You want either one of the 3 next frames. For example, this frame works. The problem with these 3 working frames that the Deku nut is mostly off camera. For me, it's just barely nudged on the TV. It might be wider if you're on emulator for the TV. It's just, I'm on a CRT, so it gets a little rounded at the edges. And then the next 2 frames work. So this frame and this frame, but there's not really much to go on. You just have to make sure that you don't buffer too much past, really, is what it comes down to. Anyways, when that happens, hold down right and release target. Link is going to climb, and then you're going to hold target and shield during the climb. Press and hold target and shield during the climb. Now, your directions are reversed. For example, I'm holding up right now. Well, it's easier to hold left. Holding left right now, and Link's holding a shield to the right. Right now, Link's controls are a bit inverted. Let's see. They match what Link was facing right before, and right before he was facing in that direction. Down left when on the wall. But anyways, to face forward, you just want to go down right, and you have a couple of options here. You can use targeted rolls, or you can just roll without target. You're going to get slightly different rolls from that, whatever setup you want to do. Typically what I'll do is 7 rolls, fast rolls, so they're a little spaced apart. Then I'm going to do side hops, and when I do side hops, I'm holding upright. 7 or 8 of them. I think 8 of them is safe, that way you don't block the wall necessarily. And I do intentionally do side hops. Somehow, some way, you can get airborne when going down the tunnel, that leads from the first room to the shop, the potion shop room. And if you go airborne in any way that isn't a target jump, like if you were to fall off the ledge because you were holding down still instead, or whatever the case is, when you just get ledge canceled, then you will actually cancel the ledge cancel, and you'll have to do the entire trick over again. So beware of that. I do recommend doing side hops. And then from here, it's like hold down right and right. Right is going to go a little left of up until you get into the boulder. You're just going to have to make sure you're aware of the controls. And once you get into the boulder, C up and release C up. And you can do that really quickly. Just, hit C up and press A immediately. The camera does not have to enter Link's head or anything like that. You just want to cancel it immediately. That's all the case is. Anyways, there you go. Good luck, have fun, and obligatory spin attacks. Good luck, have fun.